Welcome back, you beauties. Thank you so much. I think you can see how excited I am about having these chats. We are all, I think, in wonder when we see sporting achievements on the field, this collaboration, these incredible moments, harnessing those moments. But how do we achieve that outside of this space? This morning on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, we are joined by PG Geldenhuys, an entrepreneur and international leadership facilitator who is an expert in making it practical and also has given us a guide as the author of the very thought-provoking book, Boks to Business, drawing inspiration from the incredible turnaround of the Springbok, their brand, but also their level of performance under Rassie Erasmus. And PG has translated one of rugby's greatest comebacks into a dynamic, a real world leadership playbook, something we can all lean on. And if you listen carefully, you may even win a copy this morning. But we will ask you a question. PG, welcome, my friend.
Thanks, Graham. Good to be here.
Oh, this is so cool. It's almost, it feels like we've been to this playbook before, but it was based on an old system. When we look at the bomb squad and how the bomb squad operating system was a part of this rewriting of the book story of our performance, of what we can achieve, I reckon that is a great jumping off point. Was that the moment for you, or what sparked this? What was the seed?
For the book, honestly, it was Renee Naylor, the previous physio.
Yeah.
Came to talk to us. I'm a member of this crowd called the Entrepreneurs Organization. And she brought home to me the fact that as the physio, she still gets a cap. As the physio, she's still part of the squad.
She's vital, yeah.
As the physio, Rassie treats everybody like an integral part. There are no superstars. And I was like, hold on, I got to figure this out. And that's when I thought, okay, let me go deeper. And then I started talking to people.
We feel it, and I think as a motivator, as a facilitator, you need that emotional connection. So now you've got generations worth of motivation, of that fuel to burn. How do you even start a journey like this as an author? How did that look for you, and how did you go about compiling, I mean, the best journey ever to plug yourself into?
Listen, I'm not going to pretend I'm anywhere close to having Rassie's unbelievable focus or vision. But what I do think is we think the same way in that you got to break the problem down. You got to eat the elephant one bite at a time. So when you write a book, you got to do, you know that story, I write when I'm inspired. Well, luckily I'm inspired every morning at 5 o'clock.
Come and work with us, my friend.
You know what I'm saying? You can't wait till you feel like it. You just got to sit down and plug out 500 words or spend an hour and when you go through that process, now, it helps when you write about a topic that excites you.
For sure.
And it helps that you also need to do what you love, right? I love writing. Storytelling is my gift. And of course, I'm an Afrikaans ook in South Africa. I love the rugby.
It's in your DNA, yeah.
And I love a comeback story. We all love a comeback story. And the way that they did it, where he didn't reinvent the wheel. He said, we've got this little box that we need to build in terms of the way we need to pick players and the way we need to put our team together and the strengths that we always have. The moment we try to play like the All Blacks, we get stuffed. So we got to be us. We got to go to our core strengths. And that's true for business too. Don't try to be the other guy. Do your thing. Lean in. Stay narrow, go deep, as my wife likes to say. We work together. and just drill in. So the bomb squad, the fact that we've got strong forwards and we've got a lot of them, isn't a new thing. But what he did is he broke the problem down and he said, let's create a system.
So how do we go about that within a business environment? We want impact and innovation, which says to me risk, because now you are going to push the boat out. But we want a system, we want consistency, that whole sevens rugby inside, outside the box notion of letting people shine and lean on their attributes. How do we get that balance right?
Well, you got to have some vision. Right? So when he came in, he had vision. He could communicate that vision. He could break it down into, you know what, I'm not going to win all the games. Year one, 53% winning percentage. But you're going to leave me alone because I'm going to win the big games.
He was clear.
I'm going to beat the English at home and I'm going to beat the All Blacks away. And all the other games aren't important. And you can't have a high winning percentage, at least in year one on a comeback journey, and build a squad, and win the important games. You got to choose your battles. So I think it's about having a vision and then aligning your stakeholders. all the powers that be that fire every coach within 18 months in Springbok rugby.
100%. He shifted that cultural needle completely. Yeah.
Because he got people on board and he kept them on board.
Does that speak to his leadership style? Is that the key here? Could someone else have done it? Ideally, we were trying to create a playbook for someone else to do it, but what was it specifically about Rassie? Is it just the kind of guy that he is? What was that gift?
I think it's unbelievable how he's both, I think, quite an autocrat and completely inclusive. Everybody gets, it's that thing. I'm a consultant, so we love a Venn diagram,
I
right?
love that, yeah.
A circle here, a circle here, and in the middle is the juice, right?
Yeah.
Empathy and execution.
There we go.
Right? See the player, see the individual, see them where they are, but the show must go on, and we got to meet each other in the middle, and we got to go. And he just does that very well. He's working with superstars. People that are in the public spotlight.
Monsters.
But, as a coach isn't necessarily somebody who's been in that same position. That's a mentor. He's both a coach and a mentor. He's been there. He's walked the walk. He's seen what it looks like. He's seen what bad coaching looks like. He's seen what good coaching looks like. He's seen how a team can fall apart. Right?
Resilience. He was that guy who picked himself back up. Maybe I can end off with one last gem, because I have a feeling you and I could probably sit here for about 5 hours. To bring that shift about, if someone, a leader, or maybe even someone who isn't in a leadership role but wants to shift forward within their own space, how do we do that? If there is resistance, if egos are standing in the way, maybe a difference in mindset, how do we start that shift, that positive change into the right direction, like the Boks did so dramatically?
Are you asking for Rassie as an example?
Yeah, or you can use Rassie as an example, but I'm speaking specifically to that guy that's got a business out there or is in that position right now that wants to feel that shift within their own space.
So, ignore the voices that tell you to change what you're doing once things start going well.
Okay.
Immediately people are going to start telling you, do this, do that.
Okay.
Find what you call your hedgehog. Find the thing that you're doing. Stick with it, drill down, and expand on that concept over time. But make sure you've got the basics right. If it's about a personal journey, do what Rassie did. A little bit of vulnerability, a little bit of self-reflection, a little bit of understanding that what got me there before won't get me to the next level, and then be on a quest for learning. Learn from others, learn from smart people, and surround yourself with good people and people that are not like you. Be open to also people that are different so that you can incorporate that diversity.
I love that. There's a level of honesty and vulnerability that I didn't expect from this space. I was expecting very aggressive, very hard, but we got ourselves a compassionate autocrat in Rassie that just seems to tick those boxes. This is beautiful. I cannot wait to sink my teeth into it. Oh, man. And I think if you, like me, are feeling very excited about how you can apply this magic in your own space, if you'd like to win one of these, in fact, a signed copy, and we're going to give away 4 courtesy of PG this morning. Boks to Business is what you want. All you have to do is tell us this. What is the Springbok replacement bench called? You should know this. You should say it in your sleep. You should dream about it. Comments on Expresso's social media pages using hashtag Boks to Business. That's the qualifier, and the competition ends at 12 p.m. on the 14th of May. We're going to get a lot of entries for this, so make yours brilliant. And of course, you can find all the T's and C's at expressoshow.com. PG, thank you so much, my friend, and all the best of luck. Enjoy the next phase of your journey.
Thank you so much, Graham.